Hey guys, I'm Rosie, if you know me. And if you know me, drop down into the comment box and tell me if you've ever visited a palace or a mansion or somewhere like really big and extravagant. I would love to hear about that. Today we're watching The Duchess and I've never seen it. So I'm excited about it. I got a little bit of bling. Now if you don't know, I posted my update video. My grandpa passed away on Leap Day and this was part of my inheritance. It's not real gold, but it's something to remember him by. It's a little trinket. And actually, as I was fixing the curtain over the window because there was a glare in my glasses, I walked by his old china hutch. My dad inherited that, and it started shaking. And the door started making some noise. Somebody was saying hi, maybe, or take that off, or I don't know. I don't know. So hopefully that's a good sign. hopefully that's a good sign. That's all I can say. Yeah, you like that. So without further ado, BBC. Okay, it's European. Based on a true story. Ooh. I actually don't know what this is about, other than Keira Knightley's in it. So. And I love period dramas, and I'm excited. My prom dress looked like that, kind of.
Lord Thomas. Lord Henry. Lord Ambrose.
Lord Robert.
Lord Walter. You better not let me down, Charles Grey. I've got 20 guineas riding on you.
Only 20? I'd double that if I were you.
Come on, ladies.
He's cute. Foot race?
Gentlemen, twice around the course on my count.
Start your engines.
3, 2, 1.
I trust your Grace still finds Georgiana an attractive girl.
Oh, of course, Lady Spencer.
She's an accomplished lady of quality and devoted to her duties. She's fluent in French, Italian, Latin, and fully versed in horsemanship and dancing and...
Yes, I'm aware of all that. She's a credit to you.
I can't think of anything that would stand in the way of a singularly happy marriage.
These are not the issues that burden the Duke, Lady Spencer. It is His Grace's duty to produce an heir.
So be it, then.
My reward?
And what do you suggest?
Your mother wishes to see you, Lady Georgiana.
Thank
He
you.
kind of looks like Gaston. Like, I could see it.
The Duke of Devonshire.
I had hoped not to part with you until 18 at the soonest. But with such a fine match, it would be selfish of me not to let you go.
But he loves me.
Yes, of course.
I keep looking at her earrings. They look like little buckets. I keep wondering about those. That girl. Okay, she's singing. I was like, she's standing there in shocked awe, like, she's singing. Speaking of, like, Victorian times, wasn't it Queen Victoria who brought about the white wedding gown? Oh, I can't believe he loves me. Can't believe this is happening. I got the chills. Like, I've never been to a foreign country, and I've never been to, gosh, I've never been to a house that big. Not a palace or a manor or not anything. I've seen pictures and videos, you know, and I know there's one over in North Carolina. It's actually the inspiration for my novel. It kind of. But I want to go there. I've seen videos that Biltmore Estate.
This way.
Yeah. Dogs. Oh. Why is he cutting her out of her wedding dress? It's one way to do it. Wow.
For the life of me, I could never understand why women's clothes must be so damn complicated.
It's just our way of expressing ourselves, I suppose.
Whatever do you mean?
Well, that you have so many ways of expressing yourselves, whereas we must make do with our hats and our dresses.
Gosh, that must be really uncomfortable for her. I mean, he's not unattractive.
Would you go to the
And
bed?
he's very polite. Okay, he's really not unattractive. But like this, her age, you know.
I know. It can be a bother. However, it is only until you've given him a son. Then the occasions will become fewer and less determined.
I think it might feel different if he would talk to me every once in a while. I mean, it's not that he's unkind, but he never talks to me. I thought that he would be like Papa, that under his cool reserve there'd be a wealth of depth and sentiment, but he isn't interested in anything. Apart from his dogs.
The Duke and Duchess.
He's not drinking.
But I fail to fully comprehend how far we, the Whig Party, that is, are fully committed to the concept of freedom.
We intend to extend the vote.
To all men.
Oh, heavens, no. But certainly to more men. Freedom in moderation.
Freedom in moderation.
Precisely.
One is either free or one is not. The concept of freedom is an absolute. After all, one cannot be moderately dead, or moderately loved, or moderately free.
I think it appropriate to say a few words. When...
Yeah, I really wouldn't know what to do in that situation.
Could you
You just left.
Yes, well, I had done eating, and those damn speeches bore me to distraction. I think we have to ban them in the future.
You are the Whig's main supporter.
Yes, well, I've no problem with the politics. It's just the rhetoric I can't stand.
Shall I come with you?
No. I mean, wherever should you?
'Cause you're my husband? Should be friends at least.
Certainly not. He enjoyed it immensely and expressed a hope that next time it would be even longer.
Your Grace.
That's one way to hold your husband captive. Oh.
I don't understand.
Come here.
I wouldn't understand either.
Then I think you should allow your husband to appreciate it in a little more detail.
God, that would be hard to do. I mean, if he hadn't just been with that situation with the other girl, then that would be, like, kind of romantic. There's a fly on my camera. I don't know if it crawled over the lens or not.
Don't you think this mutton has a funny taste?
No. Not really, no.
I think it does. G. This is Charlotte, and she'll be staying with us.
Why?
'Cause it's his daughter?
Have you fathered that child?
It's only a little girl, G. It's hardly the end of the world.
Wow.
This doesn't taste like normal mutton. I'm sure there's something the matter with it. Could you take it away?
He's got the pregnancy symptoms.
Does it taste like normal mutton? I think it tastes like normal mutton. Oh, it's a fussy mutton.
Oh, and don't hate her. Please don't hate her. I don't know if I could bear it if she spent this movie hating that little girl.
Do you think you'll be able to do that, Charlotte?
Would you leave us, please?
Oh, Your Grace.
Hello, Charlotte. My name is Georgina.
I think she did the decent thing, right? You know, I wonder what it would be like to be at a ball like that back in that time. Like, aw.
It's very good.
Aw. That's so cool. She's so nice. And it's what I was saying is, I wonder... Oh.
You all right, Your Grace?
Uh-oh.
Your Grace.
Oh, dear.
They have an heir before the night is out. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the 6th Duke of Devonshire.
The 6th Duke of Devonshire.
But pray tell me, is my daughter...
Is your daughter at all able to give me a son?
Oh.
Oh, take heart, Your Grace. As long as the mother is in good health, consider this mishap a draft. A promise of what is soon to come.
I fully expected my firstborn to be a girl. Didn't happen that way. I had a son. I love my little boy. Well, he's a teenager. He's almost an adult.
She's perfect.
Oh.
Did William receive you?
Yes.
Is her name Elizabeth?
Is he upset that she's not a son?
No, wait, that was King... It was Henry VIII's daughter, right? It was Elizabeth?
He just glanced at her and then left. I've hardly seen him since. I am her mother after all. Even if she is only a girl.
Even if she is only a girl.
Nice.
You know, it's sad to think that there's still men in the world who feel that way about daughters. Charlotte, Harriet, Little G. My youngest is Little G. His name is Gabriel.
Somebody did indeed ask me what kind of feather it is that I'm wearing. Well, there are only 2 specimens of this rare bird known to man. One of them has clearly ended up on top of my head. And the other, rumour has it, is running for office in the Tory party.
Oh, jeez. He's hunting.
I don't believe we've been introduced.
No, we haven't. Lady Elizabeth Foster.
I saw you talking with my husband.
Yes. He wanted to dance.
It's not usually considered his forte. And you declined.
I'm ill at ease with male company for the moment.
She lesbian?
I heard you were here because you could not conceive a son. Oh, I beg your pardon. That was an awful thing to say.
Who is she? She looks familiar.
Truth, at least.
Trust me to say something silly. I always do, you know.
Then perhaps you should have accepted the Duke's offer. You have much in common.
Home, I think, Georgiana.
That's how you... That's how you deal with your husband trying to mess around. Why is there a fly on my camera? I don't get it.
Come here. Come here. Did that hurt? Mama. Oh, my angel. Oh, were you sore? Was that sore?
Your girls are lovely.
Thank you. Do you have any children?
I do. 3 boys.
Oh, wow.
3 boys. What the Duke wouldn't give for one of them. My husband's daughter was born before we married. Her mother was maid. The maid died. And we took the child.
I'm sorry, have I spoken out of turn?
Okay.
It's the worst kept secret in London. She's 9 years old now.
She didn't look 3 when they brought her in.
Girls! Come and meet my new friend, Lady Elizabeth.
Do you have any reason to believe you cannot birth a male?
No. Except miscarriages.
Oh.
2 stillbirths, both sons.
Oh, no.
It's not illegal for a man to beat his wife with a stick, unless the stick is thicker than his thumb.
Mr. Foster. He can't have done that.
Well, considering what else he's done to me, that's not the worst.
What could possibly be worse?
He's taken my children.
Problem, huh? Well, why doesn't she stay with us? For a while, at least.
I'm so glad you're here. I've arranged a wonderful start to the season.
No, no, madam, 'tis evidence you cared not a pin for me, and I was a man meant to marry you.
I'm sure I was a fool to marry you, an old, dangling bachelor who was single at 50, only because he never could meet with anyone who could have him.
Bess, may I introduce Mr. Fox, leader of the opposition. Mr. Fox, Lady Elizabeth Foster. Mr. Fox?
My protege, Charles Grey.
Mr. Grey? Mr. Grey.
Your Grace.
He's our newest bright young man, scarcely out of Cambridge, and already a member of Parliament.
Nice.
I always felt you'd do well.
Thank you.
Mr. Fox?
Yes, Lady Elizabeth.
Did you enjoy the play?
She's a good wing woman.
I must confess, I did not entirely.
Then I'm sure you realize that School for Scandal was written as a comedy.
Yes. Although from where I sat, it read as a tragedy.
Oh.
Is it always like this?
Well, as they say, the Duke of Devonshire must be the only man in England not in love with his wife.
Guys.
I talked to Mr. Grey all evening.
Oh, yes?
He's in love with you.
Oh, my dear Bess, no, he is not. Quite the reverse, I fear.
Well, can't you tell by the way he looks at you?
As you well know, not least among them is my ability to draw attention. Perhaps we could use that to our advantage.
Ah. Nice. I love that blue. Movies are a great distraction.
Change is upon us. We shall not go back to the old ways. We shall take England
Dude, that's
into
making
this
her hot.
brave new world and shake the thunder from the skies.
I think of you all the time. I always have.
I mean, he had to feel hope in her asking, right? Because I was wondering, his name is Grey, and then after that scene with Lady Elizabeth, then his name is Grey. I wonder
Who's in there with her?
if this didn't have a bit of an influence on 50 Shades being written. I don't know how old this is, though.
What kind of man are you?
Thank you.
She is my sole comfort in our marriage. You have robbed me of my only friend.
Get eyes on her again. Go down and tell her to leave at once.
I won't do it, G.
I am really happy I'm not married.
They're living there together. Georgina, what have you permitted to happen?
I don't know.
It's hard when war is in your home. I love her outfits. That hat is just unexpected and really cool.
I may not have the authority to remove you from my house, but I can at least order you out of my room.
Won't you please let me explain? Duke is the most powerful peer in England. He is my only chance.
There are limits to the sacrifices one makes for one's children.
No, there aren't. No limits whatsoever.
Get out.
Your best friend, man. I mean, I get it. I would, you know. If my kids got taken away and the only way to get them back was for somebody powerful to speak on my behalf, and the only way to get that was that way. Yes. No limits to what I would do for my kids. He gets to play a happy family with his lady and her boys. Her hair looks weird like that. I know, in a lot of this movie, her hair looks a little weird. And it's probably historically accurate, it's just a little weird.
Please, tell me what is wrong.
I fear I've done some things in life too late, and others too early.
No, you haven't.
You didn't exactly have a choice in marrying. Kissing movies. That's so beautiful.
If you will accept my feelings for Charles Grey.
Oh, she
I
didn't even
realise
disguise
at
it.
first. I thought that perhaps it was only a dalliance. He can make me happy.
I don't make deals. Why would I? I'd put a bullet in his head.
William.
Be quiet. Are you determined to make me a total laughingstock? A man who cannot sire a son, and then a cuckold?
William, Georgiana only asks what we ourselves...
Be quiet, woman!
Don't do it. Please don't do it. Please tell me this is not where this is going. Because if he does, and then he gets his son, he's gonna keep doing it.
Come with me. Charlotte, come with me.
Give me a son. Until then, stay here. Do as I say.
Would your grace do me the favor of a dance?
Please put out Her Grace's hair.
Wow.
Her Grace needs to rest. As long as she follows strict instructions, there should be no impediment to the birth.
What are you talking about?
The Duchess is pregnant.
Oh. Wow. And they got a boy. All those books, he's so wealthy.
As per the terms of His Grace's inheritance, this is for you. To spend as you wish.
Georgiana. I, too, abhor this whole thing.
Right. I wonder who's the picture in the necklace that she wears.
Your Grace?
Mr. Grey. How is it you are here?
I received an invitation. I assumed it was on behalf of the party. I could not say no.
You have been missed. Much missed.
No one must know.
You summoned Grey.
Good night.
No. Some sympathy. Unless it's a setup. I hope not. I hope it doesn't go in that direction. God, it seems like in these movies, all the worst things, you know. No more period pieces for a while. I'll tell you that. I feel a little bit uncomfortable watching these scenes. It's kind of weird going for so long without... You sort of forget what it's like. I mean, it's been 8 years? It's been 8 years. No surprise he's not more hairy.
It seems you've hit a winning streak for once. Very good.
I could hear that, the kiss. That was weird. I do perfume behind my ears. My mama taught me that way. A dabble do.
Mama, what are you doing here?
So, Have you seen many of our circle in Bath?
Some. My dear, Grey is unmarried. He has no wealth, no rank. He risks nothing with this affair. The hazard is all yours.
Grey loves me.
So does William.
Yes. I love you.
Uh-huh. That was super convincing.
In the way I understand love. He is a dreamer like yourself. You both dream of another world that does not exist, and it never will. If you do not give him up at once, his dream of becoming Prime Minister and your mutual fantasy of a changed world will be dead as ash.
Damn.
And you will never see your children again.
Oh. Dang it. Oh my gosh. I mean, threatening him is one thing, threatening to take the kids away.
I trust you can see yourself out.
Wow. Wow. Wow, how's this gonna play out? I mean, this is a true story, right? I don't know, did she actually give up her kids? Did she actually do it? I couldn't. I mean, my youngest was... A couple weeks ago, he was sick. He fell asleep on the way home. I carried him in, put him to bed. He didn't wake up until the next morning, and just 12 hours without hearing his voice was... I could never go a day, let alone however long she's been gone. I couldn't. There's just so much relief when I did hear his voice, you know?
You must know how greatly pleased I am that we have come to an arrangement. It's not good for little ones to be without their mother for so long.
My life for theirs.
That's one way of putting it. Your mother called it common decency before personal gratification, or some such thing. The exact words escape me.
How about in prison, in my own house?
Oh! Frustrates me so much.
I have written 12 times a day. Still, there is nothing from you. What has happened?
You must leave and be with me. A free woman. Now! Let us leave now!
I cannot abandon my children. Listen to what you are asking me to do. I'm carrying Charles Grey's child.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Please be so kind as to inform the Duchess of my decision.
I will go with her.
But you're not going anywhere.
I will go with G if G will have me, and there's nothing you can do or say to stop either of us.
Oh, wow. Don't like it so much, huh? Oh. Wow. That... So her kids aren't there, just... Or they are. No. No, it's just... them. Oh gosh. So she would have just been in that giant house out in the country with nobody. Just by herself. Until the baby. Wow. That would have been That would have been really hard to endure. Maybe not as hard to endure as...
Would it help?
No, I must take her.
General Grey!
Her name is Eliza.
Lady Melbourne has arranged a small gathering in honour of your recent return from holiday. And given some of the vague reports that have been circulating this past year, I think it would be wise for us to go. A show of unity, so to speak.
Whew. God, that must be hard for her.
How wonderful to be that free.
I wonder if he thought that about her. When this movie opened and he was looking out the window at her. I wonder if he thought that about her. If he debated, if what was going through his mind was that he was going to take away her freedom, could he be okay with it? I wonder if that's what worried him at the beginning of the movie. He didn't even enter with his wife. He entered behind her.
Welcome home.
I'm excited to see them.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, G.
Your presence has been sorely missed.
Oh. Oh, that's right.
What news with you?
I'm to be engaged. To Lady Ponsonby. The announcement will follow shortly.
Dang.
Congratulations.
At her party? Oh.
And I have a niece. Eliza. Who is very much loved. One day you should come and meet her. In a little while.
I mean, I get it. And then once he's married, it's... maybe they could be lovers and it wouldn't be such a scandalous thing, but... Congratulations. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. It came out in 2008. That's pre-50 Shades, right? I think. So this came out in 2008. 50 Shades came out in 2015. So it could be. It could have had some influence. I am so happy that I live now and not in the past. I mean, just how many rights women didn't have, and my mom gave up her youngest child just to family members to raise. She had enough trouble raising 3 kids, so my dad's cousins adopted my youngest sister and raised her. And, you know, it was something my mom was okay with at first, but then, like, when the day came, like, it was so hard for me to watch that scene because my mom went through something like that. I vaguely remember, I'm the oldest of my family. He was a vet, a Korean War vet, and his wife was from Korea, and they couldn't have kids. He had a disease, so my sister's adopted dad, my grandpa's cousin, was around my grandpa's same age, and he passed away a month before my grandpa did. So I took a look at my roses, and I realized that there was still one that was half in bloom. It's drying out. I realized I didn't know what was going on over there. Oreo was over there by the dried roses a lot, and I didn't really kind of get it. He's been eating them. Like, he's been eating the petals, eating the leaves. I have to look it up to see if it's toxic. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully he's gonna be okay. Hopefully these flies aren't gonna be okay. I've got a bunch of movies lined up, and I am excited to share these experiences with you, but ooh, definitely gonna stay away from anything that sounds like a period piece for a while, because unless it's Pride and Prejudice, I might jump in there, because like I said, it's a favorite. Not the Keira Knightley version, you know, I don't even know the actress's name that plays in the BBC 2000, what was it, 2004 or something? Pride and Prejudice. I don't know her name. She's an awesome actress. Like, I don't see Elizabeth as anybody else, but that's, you know, that's just me. It's one of my comfort movies. Cast. Duchess. Haley Atwell. Dominic Cooper. He's so cute. Huh. She's older than I am. April 5th, 82. Oh, so she just had a birthday. Cool. Okay, so she's a Marvel actress. Well, when I get into that, I will be looking for her face. She's really pretty. Alright, guys. I'm gonna sign off. Gotta go pick up my kid. Go pay some bills. I will see you shortly. I'm really excited. I have something special that I'm gonna be uploading. And a special announcement to make. I'm really excited for that. So, I'll see you then. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Stupid flies. Oh. I want to do something about these flies. I don't know why they're here. I don't know why. punch a fly. You ever punch a fly? I want to punch a fly.